historical night. We're here of game number 1 in the XL Energy Center. Mike Goldberg, Tom Reed with you one more time. 33 years ago, 1967, the North Stars came into the league. You were a nasty Blackhawk that season.
Absolutely.
But so did the Philadelphia Flyers. Bill Sutherland scored their first goal October 11, 1967. And memories down memory lane of the Philadelphia Flyers. You said, Tommy, the Broad Street Bullies, the Cubs with Bernie Perrant and Bobby Clark.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Minnesota Wild are proud to bring the National Hockey League back to Minnesota. We also join all hockey fans throughout Minnesota and the upper Midwest in looking back fondly to our NHL roots. The North Star will continue to shine in the logo of the Minnesota Wild. Please give a warm welcome to these former NHL players who represent the 27-year history of the Minnesota North Stars and who still call Minnesota home. Don Beaupre.
Stanley Cups in 74 and 75, and led, of course, by the man who leads his team, former North Stars GM Bobby Clark.
And in one NHL move widely anticipated, the Minnesota North Stars have dumped general manager Bob Clark. Clark was never happy in Minnesota anyway and wanted out. He and Bob Gainey didn't get along that well, and most important, Clark bleeds Philadelphia orange and black, so back he goes to Philly.
You know, you say North Stars and Bobby Clark is nice to say, but he is a flyer. There's a shot, score! Peter White on his own rebound.
Peter White is the son-in-law of Bobby Clark. Well, he was in the right place at the right time.
Able to score the first goal against the Wild. Here almost 18 minutes.
The first goal in Wild history at their own arena. Darby Hendrickson out of Richfield, Minnesota, the former Gopher. Only fitting that a kid from Minnesota would get their first goal.
He scores the first goal in the new building in franchise history.
You tell the kids when they're coming in, put your stick down the ice as it comes across right through everybody's legs. Look at Darby.
And what an appropriate man to score the first goal here at the XL Energy Center in Minnesota Wild history. Darby Hendrickson in the record books. 17-19 in the first period. Hendrickson scores the first goal in Minnesota Wild history here at the XL Energy Center, and what a pretty play it was. After one period of play, Philadelphia won. Minnesota time has expired.
And that's a big point. Their first point ever in this building in their first game in regulation.
First shorthanded goal in Wild history, scored by Wes Wall. Wild and the Flyers skate to a 3-3 tie, but they'll take the tie here on opening night in St. Paul. We had spectacular saves, more than one. Craig Ramsey knows Minnesota hockey, so does Darby Hendrickson. He scores the first goal in the new building in franchise history. Then Wall shorthanded. And Gabrick, of course, on the power play. And in the end, Jacques Lemaire gets the first point of this brand new season. And so we say in this night of celebration, thank you to our fans in the upper Midwest who are with us in our debut.